The latest installment of The Crown was released on Netflix earlier this month, with Season 5 of the hit series chronicling the first half of the 90s, an especially turbulent time for the royal family. It features a new cast with an older actress taking the baton forward and playing Queen Elizabeth II in her 60s. Imelda Staunton portrays the late monarch as she faces a number of challenges in the form of tragedies and scandals. While previous seasons have highlighted the impersonal aspects of the Queen's character, this season attempts to humanize the sovereign. However, one commentator has claimed the older version of the monarch is too warm and cuddly. Christoph Alfes spoke to Kenzie Schofield about the events dramatized in The Crown on Talk TV earlier this month, and in a segment published by Ms. Schofield's Today for Daily podcast, they discussed Imelda's portrayal of the late Queen. When she said, "I did think she was a lot softer than Olivia Colman," Mr. Falfes added, yes. It's like she's had a complete personality bypass. Olivia Colman absolutely, I think, got how aloof the Queen could be and how she had these moments of absolute tenderness, but she was, with her own family and her own children, certainly Charles, quite aloof. But she's, Imelda, too warm and cuddly. And I just don't know why it's not working for me. But you disagree, right? Fury as The Crown to show Prince Philip pursuing affair weeks after Queen funeral. Netflix has sparked fury amid reports it will show the late Prince Philip pursuing an affair in the new series of The Crown just weeks after the Queen's funeral. The Duke of Edinburgh will be shown in intimate scenes with close friend Benny Knatchbull in the 5th season of the controversial royal drama, which comes out next month. Read more on this story here. Ms. Schofield replied, "I did enjoy her, but I didn't like Olivia Colman, so maybe I'm just swapping them out. I didn't think we saw as much of her this season as we saw last season. I did think that seeing her with William was very sweet. That was very unique." Prince William plays a more prominent role in Season 5, and features in scenes with his parents and brother and, as the royal commentator mentioned, appears alongside his grandmother. In Episode 8, William, played by Senan West, begins to spend a lot of time with Queen Elizabeth. He visits the monarch after his school hours and teaches her how to use her new television, which has more channels than her previous set. While this scene may have been imagined for the purpose of the royal drama, it is known that the young prince did spend substantial one-on-one time with his grandmother during his school days. When William was a student at Eton College, a boys' boarding school less than 3 miles away from Windsor Castle, he would often visit his grandmother at her Berkshire home. It was during this time that William began his training for the role of king. Dr. Craig Prescott, a constitutional lawyer, claimed the prince became well-versed in a particular royal practice under the guidance of the Queen. He told an episode of the UCL Political Science Events podcast in March, "I do know Prince William and the Queen have had several, regular meetings at Windsor Castle, going through the red boxes. That seems to be the apprenticeship that our monarchs serve." Robert Lacey, a royal author and historian who acts as a historical consultant for The Crown, told Elle magazine in 2021, he, William, has taken lessons from his grandmother, and this is something of a pattern in the royal family. Queen Elizabeth II took her lessons from her grandmother, Queen Mary. In the same way, William looks to his grandmother, Elizabeth II. William has been much more influenced by his grandmother than he ever has been by his father. And, according to another royal expert, the Prince of Wales shared many similarities with the Queen, traits that will stand William in good stead as heir apparent and when the time comes for him to take over from King Charles III. Howard Hodgson, author of Charles, the Man Who Will Be King, previously told Express.co.uk, William is built from the Queen's mould, in that he is much less controversial than his father, and while he knows what he believes in, he also knows that he cannot shoot from the foot. William will know when and how to be discreet, much like his grandmother. Shortly before the Queen's death in September, William and his wife Kate, Princess of Wales, moved from Kensington Palace to Adelaide Cottage, a 4-bedroom property on Windsor's Home Park. Their big move positioned the couple just a short distance away from Windsor Castle. It was understood to be in order to be closer to Her Majesty, as William stepped up to take more of her royal duties. William paid tribute to the Queen shortly after her death, saying the world has lost an extraordinary leader while he lost his granny. The newly appointed Prince of Wales said, "She was by my side at my happiest moments. And she was by my side during the saddest days of my life." He insisted he would honor his grandmother's memory by supporting my father, the King, in every way I can. Royal commentators have speculated that the prince will find this season of The Crown particularly difficult to watch, considering the storylines including his mother and his own depiction in the show. Ms. Schofield said, "You get so much Prince William in this series that I imagine that he's extremely uncomfortable by it. That's really where I felt some sympathy." Likewise, Katie Nicholl, author of The New Royals, Queen Elizabeth's Legacy and the Future of the Crown, told Entertainment Tonight last month, "I think this series is going to be quite uncomfortable viewing, not just for Queen Consort, Camilla and King Charles, but also for William and Harry. Scenes leading up to their mother's death are going to be very, very uncomfortable for them."